let's just act like I did not just wake up like a few hours ago and didn't just get my day started, and it being 6 o'clock in the afternoon and my hair's still wet. It didn't happen. Okay, I've been up this whole time. But y'all don't know it. Well, you do now, but it's okay. It's alright. Also, let's not talk about the fact that I haven't shaved in like a week or so, and I'm kind of looking more manly than I normally do. It's been a while, and I've grown out this goatee and mustache, so, you know, it's a little look for me, but it's my everyday look. You know, they always say that the mustache and a beard is the makeup of a man, so, yeah. Hi. Such a weird way to start this. Today I'm going to show you guys how I do a natural eyebrow. I haven't put on makeup in so long, so you're gonna have to bear with me on this, but I figured a good way to start back up is to do what I do best, and that is doing my eyebrows. Doing my eyebrows is something that I started out with makeup, so it shouldn't be too hard to learn. I still have the technique when it comes to doing my eyebrows, shaving them or plucking them or whatever. So I feel like just picking up a pencil and getting started won't be so hard. So let's go ahead and start with that. So first I'm going to start with plucking my eyebrows. I find that plucking your eyebrows or shaving or threading or whatever before you start applying makeup to them makes it easier for you to achieve the look that you're going for when it comes to arching your brow or filling it in any sort of way. So I'm going to start with plucking them so that it's easier for me to fill in and it's not so messy around the edges when I clean it up. Now there's a lot of different products you can use for your eyebrows, but personally for me, I like to use a eyebrow pencil just because it's a lot easier to map out the hairs on your face and to draw any shape you want. Also because I sort of have thick eyebrows. They're not too thick and bushy, but they're a little bit thick and predominant, and I already have kind of a shape going on, so I don't really need to do too much to it. But for those who have like sparse eyebrows or not much eyebrow hair, I suggest maybe a pomade or some sort of shadow that will kind of put more pigment onto your brow instead of a pencil, which will leave less pigment but more of a more hair-like shape. You could always do both, but I find that if you have thicker eyebrows, it is a lot easier to draw those hairs on and to make a shape without making it look too unrealistic if you're going for that natural brow look. So I'm going to use a Morphe eyebrow pencil in the shade Java to sort of draw in the eyebrows on my face and draw in the shape of my eyebrow so that it looks more like the eyebrows suiting my face, and I'm going to draw the hairs on my eyebrows as well so that I can achieve that eyebrow look that I always tend to go for. So for the first step, what I like to do is brush up all of the hairs on my eyebrow so that I can get the genuine shape that I like. And this also makes it a lot easier for you to draw on your eyebrow whenever you're drawing a shape, because all of your hairs are pushed out of the way and not in the way. So I push up all of the hairs on my eyebrow, and I'm going to follow that kind of shape that my eyebrow is going in, and I'm going to be very light with my pencil. So I'm using the sort of like pointy part of the pencil, and what I'm going to do is first I'm going to draw a line underneath my eyebrow from the beginning of where my eyeball is all the way to the end of my eyebrow. And like I said, I'm being very light with the pencil so that it doesn't get too dark like it did right there. But that's okay because it's the end of my eyebrow, so you kind of want it to be a little bit darker than the beginning of your eyebrow. And while I do this, I am brushing up as well, mimicking fake hairs on my brow. And sort of just brushing up at the beginning. And you can kind of tell, you can kind of see that the eyebrow is starting to take its shape as well. So now that the bottom line is done, I'm going to start with the top, and for the top I'm going to start at the middle of my eyebrow where the arch is, and I'm just going to bring that line all the way down. Where it meets the bottom line. And then I'm going to begin filling in my brow from the middle all the way up to the top. And for the rest, I'm just going to fill in that brow so that it looks more sharp at the end. I am a little bit sick, so that's why I sound extra burly today. In the past, I would mistakenly fill in my entire eyebrow to where it looked like a complete block on my face. So I always avoid going too heavy at the beginning of my brow so that I leave more of a realistic brow looking shape, and I leave the darkest part towards the end of my eyebrow where the tail is. And with the product that is at the beginning of my brow, which is slim to none, I'm going to take my spoolie and just brush up those hairs so that it blends into my skin and sort of brush it into the rest of my eyebrow. That way it still looks realistic, but you can also still tell that my eyebrows are drawn on as well. But yeah, that is one eyebrow done. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the other eyebrow and kind of match it to this one. And just like that, both eyebrows are done. So at the end of this process, what I like to normally do is clean up my brows so that they aren't so rough around the edges. And usually when I'm wearing a full face of makeup, my mirror. And usually when I'm wearing a full face of makeup, I will use concealer to sort of clean up the ends of my eyebrows, but since I'm going for more of a natural look and only using eyebrow pencil, I'm going to use a Q-tip to sort of clean up the ends of my eyebrows so that they're a little bit more clean and sharp at the end. And there we go. All done. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Bye.